How's it going out there? It's 7:20. It's time for Wednesday night home trivia. So if you don't already have buckets in front of you, go outside your house, grab a bucket, bring it inside, or not, get the little garbage can that's in your bathroom, flip that over, get rid of the paper, and use that to play in tonight's trivia game. Though there's no reason to use buckets because you're home and I'm home. And the only reason to do that would be because you were cheating, and you're only cheating on yourself because there's nothing to win here, not even.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
As always, it's time now for our pregame show with the lovely and beautiful Mrs. Ravello. Got you. Go.
You got me?
You're on.
Hello, everyone.
So today we decided that we're going to talk about our children. Not too many details, not too much of anything, but we're going to talk about funny stories from the birth of our children.
Okay.
So since I have 3 and we have 2, I decided I'll start things off. As most of you know, I have a 26-year-old daughter, which isn't really around. But I will tell the story of when she was born. We were the only people in the hospital giving birth, and she was like induced labor because she didn't want to come out. So we were the only ones on that floor. So every hospital attendant was attending that room because they had nothing else to do that night. And all I remember really well is that at some point, it felt like somebody opened a clown car and let them all into that room because it was like a room full of crazy people everywhere, nurses, doctors everywhere. And the one doctor I particularly remember was the anesthesiologist.
Oh, goodness.
The anesthesiologist, I guess, felt the need to hit on my daughter's grandmother, who was there with her husband, who was also a retired anesthesiologist. But I guess he's like the younger one wanted to outdo the older one. So he kept trying to outdo all this stuff, and he was always on top of her and after her. And then when that room got packed, I am pretty sure I saw that man with a needle in his hand injecting himself and trying to see if he can inject her before the main doctor, the OB-GYN, kicked everybody out of the room except the nurse.
Oh, goodness.
And then he just ran out with his needle and ran out. I may not remember right, but it reminded me of Cannonball Run with that crazy doctor who was taking care of the elephant, and I think he was injecting himself to him. That's the crazy, funny story of my firstborn. So let's go to our firstborn, Leticia. So what funny story do you remember about her? What I remember about her was Leticia was, it was a complicated pregnancy, so we had to constantly be going to get
Every week.
Every week we had to get an ultrasound. So one day we went to visit a relative.
Oh, goodness.
And she wasn't due for like another month, I don't think.
Month and a half. But I guess being around this negative relative inspired her to want to leave. All that energy.
Because
negative energy.
Because when we went to the ultrasound the next morning, they sent us immediately to the hospital.
Because I had
Because her water had broken. Because we think that Leticia had pulled the plug on herself and said, "I'm out. Get me out of here. I don't want to deal with this anymore." How about you? What's your funny story about Leticia's birth?
Ay, Leticia. Her birth, it wasn't, I was in shock, to tell you the truth. I just kept going to the bathroom that night. And honestly, I did not have any idea that my water had broken.
No, because she was premature, she was in the NICU for like 9 days or whatever.
Yes, 11
days. I was in the hospital 9 days. That was a different thing. She was in the NICU for like 11 days, and they would constantly try to put like IVs on her, and at one point they put an IV in her head.
And she kept
pulling them out. Now, we would have these children
She's
here. She's
very strong.
We would have her here with us, but again, as previously told, due to their union agreement, they refused to be on camera until a better negotiation. So that is why you don't see her here. No, let's move on to Bernardo. Our little boy, Bernardo.
Okay, Bernardo, every time I think of him...
Let's start with the first story of Bernardo. Before he was born, when we found out it was going to be a boy.
Oh, yes. Yes. And
again,
it was
we were
like
in the same situation. We had to keep getting ultrasounds because of the high-risk pregnancy.
Yes.
And then they told us it was a boy, and I had to go back to work, but I said no. And I drove all the way to Hialeah to go see my father to tell him that he's finally having a grandson, because up till now, all he had were granddaughters.
Yeah, and a
Between
whole
me
bunch.
and all the brothers I have, all of us had only had girls until now.
And we're talking about a large family. So
Yeah, so there was a lot.
Ravello. You had
And then
the
what else
boy.
happened with the boy?
Well, Cinco de Mayo comes into mind.
Yeah, I was Cinco de Mayo and I got drunk, and that is where
Yeah, Bernardo was not.
Bernardo was not planned. He
Right.
was an accident.
But he was like great. Like,
And the other funny story of Bernardo was they came with the paperwork to like talk about his thing, and they said his blood type, and they accidentally read her blood type, and she got all happy because she thought, oh, he has my blood. And she was all excited, and she was showing it off, and then they came and corrected. No, sorry, we read the wrong line. We were reading your blood type. His blood type was my blood type.
exactly his blood type.
Now he wasn't. He
not
wasn't premature. He was actually early in the sense that he was not given enough time to reach his due date. What was his due date?
Okay, truthfully, his due date was on your birthday, honey.
He was supposed to be born on my birthday, January 20th.
But the minute I saw that, I said, "Oh, schedule me." 2
And
weeks before.
she asked to have him born before my birthday, so
On the
they
10th.
so they picked the 10 days before my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
so we wouldn't share a birthday. We still ended up sharing every birthday party after that.
Yeah, and our numbers are entwined, so it's like,
Yeah, but
it all worked out. But I did try, at least.
she tried to not let me share the birthday.
He looks like him too. Oh goodness, pero qué lindos son.
And where did the names come from?
Oh well, I'm very proud of that. Okay, Bernardo.
Leticia. Let's start with Leticia.
Okay, Leticia.
Well, let's start with this. The agreement was the first pregnancy
Mm-hmm.
that if you had a girl, you pick the name, and if we had a boy, I would pick the name.
Yes.
And then no matter what happened there, the person who didn't get to pick the first time will get to pick the second time.
Yes. Yes.
So since the first one was a girl,
Mm-hmm.
you picked Leticia, which was why.
Because I love the name Leticia, and it's also one of my favorite actress and La Reina
Right.
de España.
So having said that, since I didn't get to pick a name that time, I got to pick the name regardless if it was a boy or girl the second time. So for a girl, had it been a girl, it would have been Vivian Cristina,
Beautiful name too.
named after both my one of my best friends and my Auntie Nieve, whose real name is Cristina
Yes.
Maria. But we have way too many Marias in our family, so we didn't want to go with
Yeah.
Vivian Marie.
And
We're done with the Marie names.
yeah.
It's enough of those. But then it ended up being a boy, as we said. So I named him after my grandfather, which was Bernardo Gregorio Valdivia,
And
but
exactly that's his name.
my maternal grandfather. So I named him Bernardo Gregorio Ravello.
And he's
So
grown up
technically, he's not a junior.
and he likes his name. He's the one who bullies people, so.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to add, or?
No, I'm good. Oh.
Well, you're not going to Target today because Leticia's not even here to bother us.
No.
So she's gonna go off to her room to watch Dateline or something.
Yes, I will.
And
All right, guys.
And that concludes today's little cold thing. And now let's get to our cold open,
Bye-bye.
and we'll start tonight's game after that.
Óyelo ahí, mami. Llegué. Yo soy el hijo de la tata. Y a mí no me engaña nadie. Hoy voy a dejar el bar sin bebida, buscando salida a este problema. Dime, buen amigo, ¿qué yo puedo hacer? Sigo bebiendo por esa mujer. Ay, no le recuerdes, mi amigo, te digo, salte a mi mesa y brinda conmigo. No le recuerdes, mi amigo, te digo, salte a mi mesa y brinda conmigo. La botella y la guitarra me enseñaron a olvidarla, por eso es que no quiero recordarla. Pues dime, buen amigo, ¿qué yo puedo hacer?
Roy.
All right, it's Wednesday. It's 7:30. It's time now for home trivia. As I mentioned before, if you need to get a bucket to pretend you're playing in the bar, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, it makes no difference because we're all sitting at home. Right now, let's get started with tonight's game. I always like to let that run a little bit so you can see some of the flyers right up there. All right, let's get started with the rules of tonight's game. Let's put the thing here. All right, as always, we have a one-player minimum because you need to be at least one human being in order to be playing. You can't just be nobody and sit around watching this. If you're seeing this, you're a human, therefore you're playing. Grab 3 sheets of paper, number them 1 through 10, or grab one big piece of paper, make 3 columns, columns of 1 through 10 each. There's 30 questions in total, so you're doing 3 rounds. So either 3 papers of 1 through 10 or 1 big paper of 1 through 10, as long as you have enough room to check them and write down your scores. If you have a funny team name you'd like me to read out loud or share here, please do so. I'll read it in the comments. I see Mr. J's are watching us right now. Let me see what the count is at this point. 7 people. I don't know how fast the comments come through if you have made any. Feel free to scream and shout the answers because you're home, I'm home, or maybe you're not home. Maybe you're watching us in a bar or you're out in the public somewhere. If you are able to scream and shout wherever you are, please do so. It makes no difference to me. It doesn't affect the game. However, don't get yourself kicked out of a place, but if you are at a bar that might be interested in doing trivia, make sure they see what you're doing and say, hey, look, if you had him here, we'd be buying drinks and playing, but we're just hanging out here right now. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. All right, please, no looking. This is all by the honor system, so no looking up the answers. And if you do know the answers, please don't post it in the comments. Let the people playing figure it out on their own. There's no prizes to win, so you're basically only playing with yourself. So you would only be cheating yourself. There is no point in putting the answers there. You write your answers on your paper, and I'll give it to you at the end of each round. Questions round 1 are worth 1 point each. Questions round 2 are worth 2 points each. Questions round 3 are worth 5 points each, and you're playing for nothing. You get nothing.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And second place gets.
And if you don't like it, you get the fuck out.
However, the consolation prize is.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
I don't know. I can't promise that. If you know where to get it, go get it. All right. And also, please, if you can, take a picture of yourself with this game in the background or somehow, whatever, your screen in front of you or however it works perfectly. And tag @TriviaMiami on Instagram or Facebook or both. And I'll try to grab them if I see them and when I get the notification so I can share them and show that people are actually doing this. I have been able to argue that, some people are playing this and getting no prizes and they're still playing. So wouldn't it make sense for them to do it for a prize? Whatever. All right, here's our legal disclaimer. If you can read small and fast, you can read that thing. And it must be smaller for you unless you make your screen bigger. And again, any little bit helps. That's the Venmo. That's the Cash App. You want to throw anything my way, that's fine. It's up to you. Makes no difference. I'm not asking for anything. You don't have to give me anything. Remember, you can join me every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 Seas Bar for karaoke. Fridays at the Garrison starting at 8 o'clock. And now we'll run till 1 a.m. We're running 1 more hour on Fridays starting this week. And Sundays at Bar Nancy. That also runs an extra hour. That runs till 2 a.m. now, like before. If you want to do this game in person, we're going to do in-person trivia over at 7 Seas Bar for Halloween night, which I guess at this point will be 2 weeks from now. Well, less than 2 weeks from now. So join me at 7 Seas Bar. We're doing trivia at 8 o'clock, and then we'll do karaoke afterwards. I'll try, if you were at the Star Wars game, you know exactly what's going to happen. So just join me for that. And I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll get started with round 1 of tonight's game.
Alberto does it again.
With my European styling hairspray.
The ultra-fine mist sprays on evenly for super hold that won't let your styles go.
New Alberto European hairspray with ultra-fine mist.
For new super hold.
I have found my new car. The Chrysler LeBaron Series for 1982. They are like no other cars in America, Europe, or Japan. No other car combines LeBaron's high mileage, luxury, and Sit 6. LeBaron has better mileage than every gasoline-powered Mercedes-Benz, Audi 5000, or Toyota Cressida. Lee Iacocca's dream to combine high mileage and luxury is a reality at a surprising price. The 1982 Chrysler LeBaron Series, my new car.
And we're back. You see, I'm wearing the original Mango Tree shirt today. That's the main three ones. I don't think I have another one. All right, let's get started with tonight's game. Again, grab your papers, grab your whatever. But time now. If we were in the bar, I'd be saying time now to put your phones in the buckets. But we're home. I'm home. You're home. And I have no idea what you're doing. So do what you feel is more comfortable. So let's get started with tonight's game. It's time now for round one. Question one. True or false? Ketchup was once used as a medicine. True or false? I almost read the wrong question because I forgot. The second question's in front of me here, but the main question's over here, which is what you see on the screen. Normally, I don't see the preview if I'm at the bar because I'm walking around. All right, question two. What TV show did Private Practice spin off from? What TV show did Private Practice spin off from? Again, the music brought to you by Facebook copyright-friendly music to play in the background. If we were in the bar, we'd be listening to good music. But since we're not and we don't want to get a copyright strike, we're playing this. And I still get notification about two of the songs when I uploaded it to YouTube. I had to delete those. Let's see what goes through this week. All right, question three. In the standard Monopoly game, how much money do you collect for finishing second in a beauty contest? A, $10, B, $20, or C, $50? Looks like the stream is working good because Joshua, Felipe, Mr. J, everyone says it's running smoothly. Question 4. Who won the first season of the TV series American Idol? Who won the first season of the TV series American Idol? A little behind the scenes here. Let me see if I can show you what's going on. Would it be the screen? She's still here. She doesn't hear me, but she's still here, and she's hearing me ask you these questions, and then she's answering them out loud to herself. So let me get her off the screen before she answers the next question, because she definitely knows the next answer. Hold on. All right. Question 5. Before becoming James Bond, Pierce Brosnan starred in what 80s detective TV show? Before becoming James Bond, Pierce Brosnan starred in what 80s detective TV show? You see her jumping up and down right now. That's why I took her off the camera. That last scene selection would have been for the raffle had the kids decided to participate, but... All right, question 6. What is the largest rodent in North America? A, the beaver, B, the capybara, or C, the porcupine? And what is the largest rodent in North America? Beaver, capybara, or porcupine? And no, the answer is not Rudy Giuliani. And for our local version of it, our answer is not Joe Carollo. All right, question 7. Dr. Jonathan Crane is the real name of which DC Comics villain? Dr. Jonathan Crane is the real name of which DC Comics villain? I don't know if she's taking a picture of me or taking a picture of herself. She just told me to look that way. All right, question 8. What does the red circle on the Japanese flag represent? What does the red circle on the Japanese flag represent? Again, she's still here. She's right there. Look at her. She's still on her phone. She's watching. Oh, look, it's Ariel. Ariel, joyería. El que más paga por tus prendas. Ariel, Ariel, Ariel. Lo que no le vende a mi papá, te lo vendo yo. Aquí lo que vale es el cash. If anybody knows where I can get those commercials, I would be more than appreciate where they are. I can't find them on YouTube. All right, question 9. Your mic's off. You're talking to nobody. No, I have it off here. It's off over here. Geronimo was the member of what tribe? A, Apache, B, Cherokee, or C, Navajo? And Geronimo was the member of what tribe? Apache, Cherokee, or Navajo?
I think we should have the same rules like we had before. You should put my mic.
Normally, that sound on the outside interferes. So I turn off that mic because I'm the only one talking. But what do you got to say?
Nothing. I just want to give my
You had a comment about Ariel Joyería. That's why you wanted to talk.
Yes, I did.
You got all excited because I said Ariel Joyería and you wanted to talk. So you're on. What? Before I do Florida, not Florida. Okay, no te vende, te lo vendo yo. Maria Furniture. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, let's say bye to her. Mic's off again. All right, and finally, question 10, everybody's favorite category. Florida or not Florida? I'm going to read a news headline. You need to let me know if you think it's Florida or not Florida. The only two possible answers are Florida or not Florida. Here's the headline. Emotional support alligator denied entry into baseball game. Is that Florida or not Florida? I'm just going to leave her mic on. So when you hear another voice, that's what it is.
Just say cheese.
Cheese. Queso. Oh, I got to change the lights.
There you go. Thank you.
All right. That is the end of round 1. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was true or false. Ketchup was once used as a medicine. Question 2, what TV show did Private Practice spin off from? I gotta mute it because she's gonna scream out the answers. Question 3, in the standard Monopoly game, how much money do you collect for finishing second in a beauty contest? A, $10, B, $20, or C, $50? Question 4, who won the first season of the TV series American Idol? Question 5, before becoming James Bond, Pierce Brosnan starred in what 80s detective TV show? Question 6, what is the largest rodent in North America? A, the beaver, B, the capybara, or C, the porcupine? Question 7, Dr. Jonathan Crane is the real name of which DC Comics villain? Question 8, what does the red circle in the Japanese flag represent? Question 9, Geronimo was a member of what tribe? A, Apache, B, Cherokee, or C, Navajo? And Florida or not Florida, the headline read, emotional support alligator denied entry into baseball game. All right, please check your own answer sheets. See if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, anything you can help me out with will be cool. Venmo, Cash App, however you want to do it. And I'll be back after the next commercial break with the answers to tonight's game.
I love this song. What station is that? Coast 97.3 FM.
Great song. What station is that? It's Coast 97.3 FM.
I love this song.
Me too. What station is that?
Ever wonder what radio station you're listening to? For the most music throughout your workday, listen to South Florida's Coast 97.3 FM. The best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today with less talk.
Grand Prix's new track. Grand Prix is bigger, longer, and faster. Feel the thrill of the hairpin turns, then speed down the long straightaways. Grand Prix. Race your friends in the true spirit of Grand Prix competition racing. Feel the roar of the engines as you race the big challenge on Grand Prix Race-A-Rama. Open 7 days and nights. Take I-95 or Exit 12 on the Turnpike. Grand Prix on 441 just south of State Road 84 in Fort Lauderdale.
And I'm back. I think she left. We'll see. All right, let's go over the answers from round one. Question one was true or false ketchup was once used as a medicine? That is true. Question two, what TV show did Private Practice spin off from? From Grey's Anatomy. That's the one she got all excited about. Question three, in the standard Monopoly game, how much money do you collect for finishing second in a beauty contest? It's $10. Second place gets you $10. However, in this contest...
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And if you don't like that...
And if you don't like it, you get the fuck out.
You know what's missing here, right?
Roy!
That's what's missing here. All right, question four. Who won the first season of the TV series American Idol? Kelly Clarkson. There's small Kelly, then big Kelly, and now she lost weight again. It's like a yo-yo effect. All right, question five. Before becoming James Bond, Pierce Brosnan starred in what 80s detective TV show? Remington Steele. That's another one she went nuts because she knows the answer to. I should have just kept the camera on her. Question six. What is the largest rodent? The problem is she was miming out the answers. I was like, nope, can't get her off. What is the largest rodent in North America? It's a beaver. Because we all love a big beaver. Question seven. Dr. Jonathan Crane is the real name of which DC Comics villain? The Scarecrow. There he is before he invented the atomic bomb. Question eight. Speaking of which, where it ended up being used. What does the red circle in the Japanese flag represent? The sun. It should represent the boom from Oppenheimer. Geronimo was a member of what tribe? He was an Apache. Yeah, that reminds me of we were talking earlier about our kids, and I talked about my oldest daughter. Florida or not Florida? Headline read, emotional support alligator denied entry into baseball game. That was not Florida. That was in Philadelphia. That was the Philadelphia Phillies of Pennsylvania, actually. Philadelphia Phillies game where the guy tried to take an alligator into the game. Where did the thing go? All right, these questions are worth 1 point each, so whatever you got right, add that up. That's your score. Post your score in the comments so we can keep track of each other. Remember, you can join me Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at Seven Seas Bar, Fridays at the Garrison, Sundays at Bar Nancy. And I'll have an in-person game at Seven Seas Bar in 2 weeks on Halloween night where we will play in person and do karaoke right afterwards. All right, I'm going to take one more commercial break, and then we'll be back with round two. So start posting your answers. I mean, your scores, not the answers.
Take your family, go with your friends to good times where fun never ends. Be there. The fair! It's all there. The fair, be there. The fair, be there.
The Dade County Youth Fair and Exposition. Be there.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right! Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
Is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.
Wow, what a difference. I miss Blockbuster. So does she. She's finally going to her room. All right, let's see what we got. Phillies fans, worst fans of sports. 9 out of 10 for the captain, Felipe. 8 points for team. Actually, Donald Trump is the biggest rodent in North America. 8 points for Mr. J, and 6 points for Ariel. Ariel Joyería. El que más paga por tu prenda. All right. I don't know if anybody else is here. If you're not here, or if you missed writing it, put it. I'll catch up with you later. Let's get started with round 2 of tonight's game. So now get the next paper, or go to the next column. 9 through 10 again. All right. Round 2, question 1. What came out first? Promised Land or We Bought a Zoo? Both with Matt Damon. What came out first? My own personal Matt Damon I haven't seen since Sandbar, which would have been Alan. All right, question 2. What popular band features twin brothers Joel and Benji Madden? What popular band features twin brothers Joel and Benji Madden? All right, question 3. What U.S. state will be the first state to allow pharmacies to sell medical marijuana? Again, what U.S. state will be the first state to allow pharmacies to sell medical marijuana? Should make going to CVS a lot more interesting. Or Rite Aid. Or Walgreens. See, by my account, according to my age, it would have been Eckerd Drugs. Of course, around here it would have been Navarro, and there would have been some skanky weed out of Navarro too. All right, question 4 is tying off our anal bump cover. I'm sorry, an album cover. Whose 2005 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Whose 2005 album is that the cover for? All right, question 5. Where did NFL star Joe Montana play college football? Where did NFL star Joe Montana play college football? I pretty much set up doing this. Now I have a setup with 3 headphones and 3 mics, so we can do 2 guests and do a podcast here at any time. Just saying. Anybody wants to come talk about bullshit. All right, it's time now for question 6, which is always our movie clip. So I'm going to play a clip from a movie that was released in 1985. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it once with just the sound and once with the words up on the screen. Listen closely.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
One more time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
What movie is that from? All right, question 7. What name brand condiment is mentioned in the Jimmy Buffett song Cheeseburger in Paradise? What name brand condiment is mentioned in the Jimmy Buffett song Cheeseburger in Paradise? I think I have a few of these. If that ever becomes my only means of communication, I have a bunch of them. All right, question 8. Still in limited release in 2023, what is the longest running theatrical release in film history? And still in limited release in 2023, what is the longest running theatrical release in film history? All right, question 9. In the novels, what musical instrument does Sherlock Holmes play for relaxation? In the novels, what musical instrument does Sherlock Holmes play for relaxation? And I say in the novels because most of the movies and TV shows have stuck to that. But just in case there's one version of it out there that's not quite exactly the same, I don't want argument. So we'll stick with the original source material, the novels. All right, here's a new thing we started doing. I got this idea from Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show. We're going to play a new category. It's the last question of this round. It's called Back That Track Up. So let me click here so we can get there. Hold on. I'm going to play a few seconds of a song, a popular song. It's one everybody knows, but it's going to be backwards. If you know what it is, write it down. I'll play it now, and I'll play it in the recap, but I'm only going to play a few seconds, not going to let it go for too long. And also, when we give the answer, I might just give the answers, play as fast as I can and go, because, again, we're avoiding copyright strikes. And I don't even know if the reverse version will give me a copyright strike. So let's see what song I'm going to play. Listen closely. What song was that? Write it down. All right, that is the end of round 2. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was, what came out first, Promised Land or We Bought a Zoo? Both with Matt Damon. Question 2, what popular band features twin brothers Joel and Benji Madden? Question 3, what U.S. state will be the first state to allow pharmacies to sell medical marijuana? Question 4, the Anal Bump cover, an album cover. Whose 2005 album is this the cover for? Just the name of the artist, not the name of the album. Question 5, where did former NFL star Joe Montana play college football? Movie clip from 1985.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Question 7, what name brand condiment is mentioned in the Jimmy Buffett song Cheeseburger in Paradise? Question 8, still in limited release in 2023, what is the longest running theatrical release in film history? Question 9, in the novels, what musical instrument does Sherlock Holmes play for relaxation? And back that track up. I'm going to play a couple of seconds of a track. It's going to be backwards. And you need to write down both the name of the song and the name of the artist to get the both points. Now, obviously, you're home and I'm home, and I don't know what you actually got right or not. But that's how we'll do it if we ever find a way to do this in person. You would have to know both pieces of information. Half answers will be half points, like 1 point for just the name of the artist or 1 point for just the name of the song. So here's a few more seconds of that song. All right, please check your own answers, see if those are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. You want to throw a little bit my way, Venmo, Cash App, whatever you want to do, it's cool. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and I'll be right back with the answers for round 2.
If you're hungry and in the mood for something extraordinary, look for this symbol. And this telephone is the fastest way to Franco's original Italian pizza, day or night. If you live anywhere from Pompano to Hialeah, you can treat yourself to the best in authentic Italian dishes. Franco specializes in dishes from antipasto to veal pancetta, all at reasonable prices. This symbol of excellence is in Pompano, Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, North Miami, and Hialeah. Franco's, the king of pizza with home delivery day or night.
97 GTR, continuous rock and roll with Herman and McBean mornings.
No more pop scratches and ugly black buildups for these rock and roll animals. 97 GTR, all compact disc rock and roll.
Like ZZ Top, Bruce Springsteen, the Rolling Stones. Herman and McBean, mornings on 97 GTR, continuous rock and roll.
And we're back. All right, let's go over the answers from round 2. That was fast. Question 1 was, what came out first, Promised Land or We Bought a Zoo? Both with Matt Damon. It was We Bought a Zoo. Never seen either one. Question 2, what popular band features the twin brothers Joel and Benji Madden? Good Charlotte. Question 3, what U.S. state will be the first state to allow pharmacies to sell medical marijuana? Georgia. 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 I don't know if I can sing that for too long. I might get a copyright strike for that. Ain't No Bum cover. Whose 2005 album is this the cover for? That is Fall Out Boy. So Good Charlotte, Fall Out Boy, Emo Night. That's on Tuesday at 7C's Bar, and we're doing it this Friday over at the Garrison. Emo Night. Karaoke. Sing whatever you want, but I'm playing emo music. Question 5. Where did former NFL star Joe Montana play college football? In Notre Dame. Movie clip from 1985.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
The Breakfast Club. Question 7. What name brand condiment is mentioned in the Jimmy Buffett song Cheeseburger in Paradise? Heinz 57. I like... Oh, again, I don't want to sing it. I like mine with Heinz 57. You know the rest. Still in limited release in 2023, what is the longest running theatrical release in film history? The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Still out there. As a matter of fact, I think they're doing it at the Art Center, from what I heard. All right. In the novels, what musical instrument does Sherlock Holmes play for relaxation? The violin. And question 10, again, trying this out. Back that track up. It is... Taylor Swift, You Belong to Me. Let's not leave that on for too long. All right, those questions are 2 points each. So whatever you got right, times 2. And then add that to your previous score, and that'll give you your running total at this point. Post your score in the comments. Join me at 7C's Bar Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for karaoke. Friday at the Garrison starting at 8. Bar Nancy's on Sunday starting at 9. And in-person trivia will be on Tuesday, October 31st at 7C's Bar right before karaoke. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break again, and I'll be back to see what the scores are and to start round 3.
Ay, bendito, se le paró el carro. ¿Y eso cómo fue?
No sé. Yo le había echado coolant, pero se calentó.
Mira, lo voy a ayudar, porque yo tengo un tremendo coolant. La próxima vez échele Amali. Este sí es un coolant de calidad superior. Porque todos los coolant no son iguales, ¿sabes? Amali es mejor de lo que tiene que ser.
Ah, pero oiga, ¿usted no es irichacón?
Sí, y de coolant, yo sí sé. Exija Amali. Tremendo coolant.
Why settle for some of it when you can get all of it?
Get it all, get to Zaire and get it all.
It's gotta be a knockout, so I got to Zaire.
It's gotta last.
It's gotta have a name I know.
So we got to Zaire.
Get it all,
It's gotta be a real value.
get to Zaire and get it all.
Exciting fashions, famous brands, honest quality, genuine value.
Get to Zaire and get it all.
In Miami, se llama Zaire. And we're back. All right, let's see what we got. The fish team is 17, says that round was unkind. Ariel has 16. Mr. J has 20. And I guess those are our teams today. I don't see anybody else there. I guess Mario's not playing. I don't see Mario unless Ariel. Let's hear with Mario. All right, let's get started with round 3. Time again. Put your phones in the buckets if we were in person, but don't worry about it. Let's get started with round 3 again. Da-da-da. Write down 1 to 10. Get another piece of paper. Blah, blah, blah. You know the rules. Round 3. Question 1. Jonquil is a shade of what color? And again, I've never claimed to know how to read things. Jonquil, or however you pronounce that, is a shade of what color? Hey, look, Betty's here. I would play your song, Betty, but again, I don't want to be... Oh, look, Felipe is 25 in total now. I don't want to get a copyright strike for any of the music I play. I'm already sure I'm playing with fire here. Betty is probably the one who's closest to the actual play. She could actually walk over here and sit down and play in person. All right, question 2. What artist painted 14 haunting paintings in his later life called the Black Paintings? What artist painted 14 haunting paintings in his later life called the Black Paintings? She says she will bring cafecito. You know, I could use some right now. I'm starting to crash. And I got to scream in a few minutes. All right. Question 3. It's time now to name this celebrity. I'm going to picture a celebrity up there. If you know who it is, write down their real name, not a character name, not a description, or you've seen them. It's time now to name this celebrity. All right, I need her real name, not a character name, not a description, where you've seen her. Yes, we're back to random white girls. How did I end up going there? I went forward. I hit the little thing. All right. Question 4. If a chemical is anhydrous, what does it not contain? If a chemical is anhydrous, what does it not contain? You know the little wheel on the mouse? I figured out now that if I go up, it goes back. If I go down, it goes forward. So I guess technically I don't have to click. I can just go down and hit the scroll button thing there. I learned something new today. And learning is half the battle. Has anyone noticed that I keep Skeletor behind me? He's over there. As if he just said something weird and ran off. All right, time now for question 5, which is always is our word jumbo. Wrong way. Damn it. Got 4 on the top, 7 on the bottom. Letters are SEENFATWING. Hint is a musician, female. Seen Fat Wing. Figure it out. All right, no more scrolling. We're going to go back to clicking. See, I would think up would be forward and down would be that back, but it's the other way. Not a problem if I was in person, because in person I have the little remote control and just click, 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 click. It even has a laser pointer, which I could have fun with here with the 3 cats running around. All right. Hopefully you wrote this down or on the back of, either figured it out or wrote this down on the back of a paper or somewhere else so you can keep working on it. I am moving on to question. Come on, click. Question 6. What 80s pop star's autobiography is titled Take It Like a Man? And what 80s pop star's autobiography is titled Take It Like a Man? See Skeletor back there, I bet he's like, you know that when an orphan takes a selfie, it's technically a family photo. Until we meet again. See, that's him doing that back there. All right, question 7. Anastasio Somoza Debayle was once the president of what country? Anastasio Somoza Debayle, again, don't argue with me about how to pronounce things. I don't care. Was once the president of what country? You can read it. I can say, you can read it. I can say however I want. This song I remember. The home trivia during COVID songs. All right, question 8. Somnophobia is the fear of what? Somnophobia is the fear of what? Question 9. What African country calls itself the land of 1,000 hills? What African country calls itself the land of 1,000 hills? Betty doesn't think the questions are easy. They're not supposed to be. We're in round 3. The easy questions were in round 1. This is make or break at this point. That's why these are 5 points each, and the first ones are 1 point each. All right, and finally, question 10, last question of tonight's game. Something of local history, news, or facts. Who was the candidate that was running against and lost to Joe Carollo in 2017 that led to all the drama against Bill Fuller and Martin Padilla? Who was the candidate that was running against and lost to Joe Carollo in 2017 that led to all the drama against Bill Fuller and Martin Padilla? Again, I understand a lot of people now are not from the me bashing Miami politics days, so they're wondering why the hell are you bringing this stuff up? This is where I have my fun. Bashing Joe Carollo. The biggest rodent in Florida. Probably in North America, except for Trump, obviously. All right, that is the end of round 3. Let's go over the questions one more time in case you missed any. Question 1 was jonquil, or however you say that, is a shade of what color? And 2, what artist painted 14 haunting paintings in his later life called the Black Paintings? Question 3 asks your name, celebrity, need her real name, not a character name, not a description you've seen her. Question 4, if a chemical is anhydrous, what does it not contain? Word jumble, 4 on the top, 7 on the bottom, those are letters, hint a musician, female. Question 6, which 80s pop star's autobiography is titled Take It Like a Man? Question 7, Anastasio Somoza was once the president of what country? Question 8, somnophobia is the fear of what? Question 9, what African country called itself the land of 1,000 hills? And local history, news, or facts, who was the candidate that was running against and lost to Joe Carollo in 2017 that led to all the drama against Bill Fuller and Martin Padilla? All right, please check your own answer sheet, see if these are the answers you want to stick with. Again, any little bit helps. Venmo, Cash App, whatever you can. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the answers after this.
The largest Toyota sale.
He's never going to be done.
Up here. Focus. We only have a couple of seconds.
Would you get it ready, please? Come on, man, go.
Oh, I'm Paul Castronovo. This is Young Ron Brewer from 94.9 Zeta. Catch our morning show weekdays starting at 6. Remember, the only way to hear our very local, informative, and an entertaining program is to listen to 94.9 Zeta.
Don't forget about the animal displays.
Oh, yeah, we promise no more live animal displays because last Thanksgiving we messed up a turkey really bad.
Good, yeah.
I know it.
Come enjoy the rides and the wonderful lights, food, rides, and so much more. All the Christmas spirit you find it here. On Palmetto, Bird Road at Tropical Park. One price, all rides free.
And we're back. All right, let's go over the answers from round 3. No smoke without fire. Another copyright-friendly music. Hey, if anybody's a musician that has their music they want to send me, that'll be cool. I'll play it on here. It'll be in the background like this, but at least it's better than some of these songs. All right, question 1. Jonquil is a shade of what color? Yellow. Question 2. What artist painted 14 haunting paintings in his later life called the Black Paintings? Goya. To name this celebrity, that is Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. If a chemical is anhydrous, what does it not contain? Water. Word jumble. It's 4 on the top, 7 on the bottom. Those are the letters. Is a musician, female? It's Gwen Stefani. Yeah, I normally don't use musicians, but I figure why not? We should start doing a variety instead. Which 80s pop star's autobiography is titled Take It Like a Man? It's Boy George. Boy George. Not to be confused with George. You know, the bald guy who shows up at karaoke every now and then and films everybody like a little stalker. George. I once saw him in a car with George. All right, Anastasio Somoza is once president of what country? Nicaragua. Why did I bring that up? listen to Strike Force 5, the podcast from the 5 late night hosts. And Stephen Colbert will talk about how his mother once dated this guy when she was young, and that he still has in possession a pair of pants. Those pants there probably, or something like that from his high school days, because he went to West Point, or something to that effect. I don't remember the exact story. Somnophobia is the fear of what? The fear of sleep. Unlike those two right there who are obviously very asleep. You know, sometimes karaoke can wear you out, and that's what's happening right there. And then what African country called itself the land of 1,000 hills? It's Rwanda. And local history, news or facts. Who was the candidate that was running against and lost to Joe Carollo in 2017 that led to all the drama against Bill Fuller and Martin Pinilla? It's Alfie Leon. I'm still playing his theme song. That's my version of the Joe Carollo theme song. Which is copyright friendly because I got it from one of these people. He's Loro Loco. All right, these questions are 5 points each, so whatever you got right, multiply that by 5. Then add that to your previous score. That'll give you your final total. Post that in the comments. Again, join me at 7 Seas Bar Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays for karaoke, starting at 10. Fridays at the Garrison, Sundays at Bar Nancy, and in-person trivia will be coming back for one night only at 7 Seas Bar on Halloween night. I'm going to take another commercial break, and I'll be right back.
You know why I come to Lum's, good buddy? They grill the steaks just perfect. And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Lum's. The burgers are great. You and your kids get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
You get a choice. You get a better choice when you choose Lum's.
Compact disc sale of the year. Thousands of titles for only $8.99. All types of music. Rock, country, soul, jazz, classical, vocal, big band, pop. Hundreds of artists. Something for everyone. CDs for only $8.99. Come into Peaches now while the best selection's available.
And we're back. Let's see what we got. I have to scroll up. Ariel has 36. Joshua 47. Had a better round 3 than a better round 2. Betty got confused about John Quill. I said yellow. Mr. J has 55. So I guess Betty only joined us for round 3, so she has 15 in total. Felipe has not posted his score yet. 3 out of 10 that round. No, he's still... I'll wait till those come up. But regardless of how that ends up, the outcome of there, as far as I'm concerned, you're all winners for joining me. This is, again, I do this for fun. I don't get paid to do this, and other than whatever you send me. But otherwise, I'm just doing this for fun. It's my night off, and I enjoy doing it. I built all this out of used equipment that I can't use professionally anymore, but it works just fine here, including the four headphone splitter and everything, and the 2 laptops and everything. So if anybody wants to do a podcast, it'll be cool. We can do it right here. Join me again next week. It says Wednesdays at 7. It's Wednesdays at 7:30. Well, 7:20 if you count the pregame. Remember, you can follow us at Trivia Miami on Facebook, Instagram, and X or Twitter. Search for Trivia Miami on YouTube so you can see this whole game all over again. Or if you missed it, or you're joining me right now and you wonder what happened, and you don't want to wait to see it on Facebook, in a little while it'll be on YouTube. And I also have the website, TriviaMiami.com, where I also post a link to the YouTube video that we're just finishing right now. Again, 7 Seas Bar, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for karaoke at 10 o'clock. Fridays at the Garrison, Sundays at Bar Nancy, and the in-person trivia will be at 7 Seas. Remember, any little bit helps, so hook it up. Again, thoughts and prayers to Linda, because I'm sure she is still tolerating Alan, and nobody should have to do that. And as always...
Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector! Fuck Hector!
All right, that's it for tonight, everybody. Thanks again for joining us. I guess 40 total was Felipe at the end. All right, thanks again for joining us. We'll do this again next Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Right now, I'm going to let Cox and Radio sign us off.
Have yourself a real nice day. And if you want to smile some, listen to Power 96.